Welcome to your coverage of Missoula sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heroes Park in Bozeman, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for our first game of the day. It is the Helena Senators taking on the Belgrade Bandits to start the 2020 second day of the Missoula Mavericks Memorial Tournament. I know things were playing down in Florence yesterday. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so teams decided to just scrap yesterday and double things up today and tomorrow so that we get all the games in. The boys get to play some baseball. We've got officials on the field with our coaches right now. We'll go ahead and step aside when we come back. We'll get you tucked in and ready to go for today's contest. Game 1 of 4 between, well, to start off, I shouldn't say between, but to start things off, it's the Helena Senators and the Belgrade Bandits right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Bastrop, Conoco, and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
set the Senators' defense for you. Third and first around the diamond. Hitting with them at third base, Tyler Tenney at short. Matt Krieger is the second baseman today, Chase Nielsen at first. And left to right around the outer pasture, Matt Burton, Ethan Kientz, and Cy Miller. Eamon Burke is pitching today for the Senators. Caden Craigle is catching. The lineup for Belgrade. Leading off is number 12, the left fielder Cole Thomas. Batting second, center fielder Isaiah Brandhorst, number 33. Cash Fike is catching, number 29, and batting third. The shortstop hits cleanup, Lane Neal, number 19. Number 28, Mason Jacobson plays third base. Number 4, Keaton Carter plays second. Wyatt Lambeth is the designated hitter today, wearing number 40. Right fielder, number 42, Strand Knudsen, bats eighth, and batting ninth is Gavin Waters at first base, number 25. Today's umpiring crew, Joe Vassarella in the field, Lance Mackey behind the plate. We thank them for making today's game possible. We welcome you and remind you that we're living with social distancing principles this weekend. You'll see some of the rows are marked off. We ask that if you're not sitting together as a family unit, you go ahead and abide by those markings. And there are hand sanitizer stations at the concession stand, at the entrance to the ballpark, and at various locations. So we go ahead and ask you to use those liberally, run us out this weekend, and look forward to a great couple of days of baseball.
Alrighty, there is our starting lineups for today's matchup between the Helena Senators, or the Belgrade Bandits and the Helena Senators. As I try to get everything squared away here, they switched things out on me right out of the gate. They had everything set up for the other way around. Cole Thomas will come to the plate. And you'll have to bear with me as I work through getting the lineups into the system here properly, so I apologize. On the mound, it's Burke for the Senators, as Cole Thomas stands at the plate. And gets ready for the first pitch. First pitch is on the way. It'll be taken high for strike one. We'll go 1-1 on the count. Ball two. Three and one on the count to build it here. And we'll get a full count at 3-2 now. So 3-2 on the count. I know I'm behind on the system here, but I've got everything in my system. And a foul ball will keep Cole Thomas alive. Here's the payoff pitch. This one's going to get a ride short, and not able to get there is Krieger. And that will put a runner on at first for the Bandits.
To return foul balls to the box at the concession stand, the north window. We'll go ahead and clean those before returning them to play. Batting second for the Bandits, number 33, center fielder Isaiah Brandhorst.
So Isaiah Brandhorst will come to the plate now. And he'll meet a strike pitch. Here's Burke going to first. Oh, and 1 on the count. Here's Burke. Has contact, foul ball. Brings up strike 2, 0-2 on the count. So we got a full day of Legion baseball today. You can get the entire schedule at Missoula Prep Sports Network, MPSN406.com. Both the A and the AA squads schedules are there. Burke with the stretch and set. We've got Great Falls and Helena after this at 2:30. Belgrade and Great Falls at 5, and the nightcap is the Mavericks and the Bucks. 1-2 on the count with the ball pitch. Cole Thomas at first. Behind the plate is Caden Kragel. Swung on, and that one's going to get fouled right into the netting right in front of us. And Brandhorst will stay alive. Game 1 on the day. It was a wet day yesterday in Bozeman. Runner's going to go, swung on, the throw is made and not in time on the tag. Great job by Tyler Tenney. A strikeout. And Thomas makes his way to second, so 1 out.
Belgrade. Number 29, catcher Nash Fike.
And a stolen base. And that one's going to be a pass ball. Advancing Thomas to third. So a threat already for the Bandits with 1 out. Cash Fike settles in. Swung on, fouled hard into the parking lot. Takes us to 1-1 on the count. Friday night we had the Bandits and the Bucks play, and it was a gorgeous night here in Bozeman for baseball. The Bucks getting the win in that matchup. And swung on for strike 2. 1-2, 1 out. Cole Thomas. At third. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line. Fike just a little bit behind on the swing there. Wednesday night we were in Helena with the Mavericks and the Senators, and they pitched by committee, both sides. Friday night was a little bit looser. Hunter Williams had the large stretch on the game as we come outside for ball 2. 2-2 for the Bucks, and Williams looked pretty good. But talking to Coach Schultz on Friday night, you know, he hit the nail on the head. You can't really take a look at what's going on the field right now, as this one's going to be bounced out to Krieger. He'll go to first. The runner will score from third, and the Bandits the first on the board. One nothing. Takes us to Lane Neal, the shortstop. Neal was on the bump.
Number 19, Lane Neal.
For 2 innings on Friday night. Maintaining that shortstop position. Pitch over the plate for strike 1 by Burke. Eamon Burke. We didn't see him on Wednesday night. Mavericks will be back in Helena on Wednesday night. We'll have Jay Scott on the call once again. And this one will foul into the net. Evens the count out at 1, or takes us to 0-2. Our officials behind the plate, Lance McKay, and in the field, Joe Vassarella. They'll have the second game, probably Rochambeau on the spot. Outside pitch gives us our first ball pitch to Neal. Very excited and humbled to be able to have baseball going once again here in Montana. We are very lucky, and it's all due to all of you out there in Montana. This one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. Throw to first is on target, on time, and that's the side. So 1 scored. The Bandits take the lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the first right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Bozeman, Montana, where the sun is finally shining, and we have baseball on the diamond. So excited for this weekend's event, as the governor has opened up to Phase 2 starting the 1st of June, and, well, parts of Montana allowed to go back to baseball, and we are so very humbled and excited to be here to bring this presentation. Helena Senators have their turn at the plate as Ethan Kites, the center fielder, will lead off. Matt Krieger is the second baseman, batting second. Chase Nielsen, first baseman at the third spot. Batting in the 4-hole is Cy Miller in right field. Caden Kragels, the catcher, he's batting fifth. Batting sixth is number 6, Caden Sell. He is the DH. Tyler Tinney, the shortstop, batting seventh. In the 8-hole is Peyton Witham, the third baseman. Cooper Van Luchen on the mound, ready for his first pitch. And Matt Burton will round out the order for the Senators. First pitch in for Van Luchen is a ball. Trying to find the outside corner of that plate is Luchen. He'll bring up ball 2, 2-0. Bandits bringing Cole Thomas home on their first half of the inning. Make it 1-0. Here's the 3-0. And that'll bring out the strike call. Lance McKay, our plate umpire. Swung on. This one's going to roll to third. Good pickup by Jacobson. The throw to first is high. They'll have safe at first. So both sides will put the leadoff batter on at first. As we get the second baseman, Matt Krieger. And the Bozeman Bucks here hosting for the Mavericks, the AA, since Mavericks cannot host until the June 1st deadline, or Phase 2 opening. First pitch to Krieger is a strike. But the Bucks had one of their sponsors, who's a cleaning service, come in on Thursday and Friday and completely sanitize the stadium, dugouts everywhere. Inside pitch gets us 1-1. And they are practicing social distancing here. They do have portions of stands marked off where you can't sit. They've got sanitizer everywhere. As we'll bring up ball 2-1. And encouraging people to keep their distance. With the sun shining, that will be an easy thing to do as the stands, here's the throw to first, the stands that are in the sun are full with the social distancing. Here's a hit that's going to get by the third baseman. It'll bounce out, and here we go as the Senators put runners at first and second with no outs. Taking us to Chase Nielsen.
Chase Nielsen.
Van Lucien checking the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to tag the batter to load the bases. There's some things that they are doing to help fight COVID with at the ballpark, and in play they are sanitizing the baseball, sanitizing equipment, no team water. Each player has their own individual water. As a low pitch, this one's going to get away. The runner from third is going to come home, slides in and safe. Ethan Kientz will get the score, get the run. As we have ball one. So everything tied up here now in the bottom of the first at 1. And a foul ball will bring us to strike 2. One and one on the count. Here's Van Lucien with the pitch, and McKay will bark out strike 2. 1 and 2 on the count. So the next game scheduled at 2:30. The way the rules work here, normal Mavericks Memorial Tournament. All games will be 7 innings. 8-run rule applies after 5 innings. Because they are playing 7. The runner is going to go, and he'll be tagged out at third. Krieger trying to get the steal. Here's a bouncer to the first baseman. He'll have to glove it up and wins the race to the bag. That's 2 away now. As Gavin Waters gathers it up.
Catcher, Caden Craigle.
We come to Caden Craigle now. Two outs. Chase Nielsen at second. And that one's going to tag the batter. Putting runners at first and second, taking us to the designated hitter, Caden Sell.
Number 6, Caden Sell, designated hitter.
So with Craigle at first and Nielsen at second, 2 outs. Here's Van Luchen with the pitch, and he'll go high for ball 1. Haven't had a chance to talk to any of the coaches as of yet, but Jay Scott on Wednesday night with the Mavericks and Senators game posed an interesting question as we get ball 2 is sanitizing the baseball, what kind of grip does that put on it? Does that change the grip? Not affect it at all? Kind of curious how that works. Here's a pitch over the plate to take us to 2-1 on the count. Runners take their step. Van Luchen with the pitch, and a foul ball will get us an even count at 2 apiece. Catcher Cash Fike sends a signal. Here's the stretch and set. Bounces over the pitcher's head, comes down about at second. Nobody there, and the bases. Nope, Nielsen's going to go ahead and come home and slides in. Out! Took a chance, might as well, and that'll end the inning. 1 earned, 2 left behind, and we'll go to the top of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Heroes Park in Bozeman, Montana for the 2020 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. AA in Bozeman, the A going on in Florence. And Florence, they do have games streaming on their Facebook page, trying to get those games out to parents. And I noticed this morning on Facebook they did have a post that did mention that they do have social distance seating in the outfield. So if you're in the Florence area, folks, or if you're in the Bozeman area, come on out to the ballpark and support these young men that have waited so patiently to to be able to come out and play some baseball. We've got the top of the second tied at 1. It'll be Mason Jacobson to lead things off, the third baseman. So 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning for the Bandits, who fell to Bozeman on Friday night. No games yesterday as we had a lot of moisture. Here's a crack down the third base line. It's going to be foul and just out of reach for Cy Miller. That'll bring up strike 1. So 0-1 to Jacobson. Jacobson started out on the bump on Friday night against the Bucks. Here's the pitch by Eamon Burke, and we'll have strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Bozeman doing a great job here of making sure everybody's safe as they have people walking around with sanitizer and regs. Here's a swing for a strike, or they did say a foul tip, so did have contact. Stays at 0-2 on the count. Kriegel will come out and check in with Burke. Burke at 25 pitches, 18 of them over the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball, and that one looked like it was tight on the kneecaps. 1-2 on the count. Lance McKay, our plate umpire. In the field is Joe Vassarella. Here's the 1-2. Off the middle of the bat, coming up and letting it bounce. Not able to get to it, and the runner's going to reach. For the Senators, or for the Bandits, I should say. They are going to call that one a hit.
Second baseman, number 4, Keaton Carter.
Takes us to Keaton Carter. Short bunt, picked up. The throw to first by Burke is high, but he gets his foot down. They'll throw to second and a tag. Double play turned, and the Senators will clear the bases.
Number 40, Wyatt Lambeth, designated hitter.
So it takes us to Wyatt Lambeth with 2 outs on the board now. First pitch is a ball to Lambeth. Burke doing a good job of picking that bunt up and sending it to first, and the runner at second jumping too far ahead, and the double play is turned over the plate for strike 2, or strike 1. 1-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that'll be strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Ball pitch takes us to 2-2. Two outs, nobody on. Good defense. Sweeps the bases clean. And a swing to strike out the batter to end the inning. Two get on, but they're swept clean, and it stays one apiece. We'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in a beautiful Bozeman, Montana at Heroes Park as the Helena Senators and the Belgrade Bandits get the day going for baseball. The 2020 Mavericks AA Memorial Tournament here in Bozeman. Big thank you to the Bozeman Bucks and the Florence Bucks, or the Bitterroot Bucks, I should say, in Florence, Montana, as they took over hosting the tournament for the Mavericks so that we could have baseball this weekend. Tyler Tenney at the plate, and he'll foul the first swing off for strike one. One apiece on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard here in the bottom of the second. Each team's leadoff man earning a run, earning a right on base. Here's the pickup by Neal. The throw to first is there, and a punch out on the ground out, short to first. And that's one away. Peyton Witham now. Coming to the plate. Cooper Van Luchen. This one's going to be safe down the first base line, but Gavin Waters has the wheels for out number two. The first baseman doing it all on his own. Takes us to Matt Burton. Bottom of the order for the Senators. Outside pitch by Van Luchen is a ball. Van Luchen with 24 pitches, 13 of them have been over the plate. Called strike. Here's a bouncer out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up. The throw to first is there, and that's the side. 1-2-3 for the Senators. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Heroes Park in Bozeman, Montana. That's right, folks. Baseball is here. And I'm like a kid in a candy store sitting up here with all these young men down here getting the opportunity to play baseball. I'm so excited. It's been a long wait with no high school spring sports season and Legion Baseball calling off. We finally get to play, so I am just excited isn't even in the right word to explain about having baseball back. But I know these young men are even more excited than I am to get to play. So we come to the 8-9 batters, bottom of the order for the Bandits. Strand Knutson at the plate, right fielder, and Gavin Waters in the on-deck circle. Eamon Burke set with his 34th pitch of the game, and he'll go outside for a ball. Two 2-0. Off of that pitch. Here's the 3-0. And a walk to start the inning. Gregel will come out and check in with Burke. Burke now with the head nod and the stretch and set. Showing bunt, outside pitch. Brings up ball one. Bottom of the order, Gavin Waters at the plate for the Bandits. Trying to go back outside to catch the edge of that plate, makes it 2-0. Now Johnny Graham, the manager for the Bandits, will come and check in with Waters. And McKay says, let's break this up and get to play. With the rules for the tournament, 8-run rules after 5 innings. All games are 7 innings. No new inning begins after 2 1/4 hours except in case of a tie. Here's Waters showing bunt, and this one's going to be bunted down the first base line. Picked up by the first baseman, the tag, and the sacrifice bunt will move the runner to second.
Top of the Bandits order, number 12, Cole Thomas.
So we come to Cole Thomas, top of the order. Now, in case of a tie, head-to-head is number 1. Least runs in innings allowed and most runs scored is number 3. But for this tournament, we won't have a championship game tomorrow. They've actually changed it up because of no games yesterday. The Bozeman Bucks and the Helena Senators will play the 6:30 game. Throw to second has the runner safe. Burke checks the runner. Now the pitch, and this one's going to be punched straight up in the air over between first and second. And a glove on it by Krager will have the out. So that's 2 away now.
Number 33, Isaiah Brandhorst.
Isaiah Brandhorst now at the plate. 2 outs. Stan Knutson stands. at second, and nobody there for Burke to throw to. There is action in the bullpen down the first base line. The Helena Senators have the first baseline bullpen, or I mean dugout. Bandits obviously at third. High pitch. They're going to throw to second and not in time. Close. The Senators fans thought he was tagged. So we'll body up in the bullpen for the Senators. Burke at 42 pitches. This one's going to foul right back at us and into the screen. That'll give us strike one. So I imagine here, if Burke doesn't get out, I imagine they'll let Burke ride this inning. He'll check the runner at second. Burke checking the runner at second. Now the pitch, and it's up high for ball two. 2-1 on the count. Tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Next game coming up at 2:30. And a tag to the hip of the batter. We'll put runners at first and second now for the Senators.
Now batting, number 29, Cash Fike.
So Fike is going to punch this one up, and Nielsen says he's got it, and he does, and that's the side. 2 left behind. We stay at 1 apiece on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Senators portion of the third right after this.
No hits, no errors, 2 men left.
Welcome back to Bozeman, Montana. Chris Stratton on the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in play for the 2020 Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament with the Belgrade Bandits and the Helena Senators tied at 1. Each team notching a run in the first inning, bringing home their leadoff batter. Cole Thomas coming in for the Bandits, and Ethan Kientz for the Senators. For the Senators, it's the top of the order, 1, 2, 3. Ethan Kientz, the center fielder, will come to the plate. Cooper Van Luchen on the bump. And the first pitch into Van Luchen is a ball. We've got the managers conferencing down the third base line. Here's a check swing, and they're going to say he went for strike one. 1-1 on the count. Coach Bennett standing in front of the dugout, talking to Coach Graham. And that'll be a strike, so 1-2 on the count to the leadoff man. Good swing, but this is going to bounce into the third base dugout. Foul. Keeps the batter alive at 1-2. Here's the pitch. This one will be fouled back. Nice job by Kynes to battle it. He had a single his first at bat. Van Luchen at 30 pitches, 18 of them have been called strike. Here's one that comes off the front of the bat. A throw by the shortstop is high off the base. It's going to get away. And Gavin Waters goes down hard at first base. And Graham will come over and check on his first baseman, who is on his knees.
Quick thank you to Buffalo Restoration for helping us sanitize the ballpark this weekend.
And they'll take a moment. We're going to step aside while they work on Graham. Bottom of third. No outs. Runner at second for the Senators. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back. They are working Waters off the field. They did bring in a new player, and I did not see Wyatt Lambeth, the designated hitter, will take over at first for Waters, who is real gimpy. Matt Krieger is the batter.
Now batting for the Senators is number 2, Matt Krieger.
Krieger, sorry, Senator fans, for messing up Matt's last name there. Matt Krieger. Kynes at second. Showing bunt, pass ball, and this is going to advance the runner to third. So now with no outs, the Senators have a threat at third. Good smack into left field. Not able to get there is Thomas. That'll bring Kynes home. And the Senators will earn a run off the single, making it 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Number 12, Chase Nielsen.
We go to Chase Nielsen now for the Senators. 1 on, no outs. Bottom of 3. And I don't see any action in the Bandits bullpen. The young man that was warming up in the Senators is now sitting on the railing down in the bullpen. We'll have a ball pitch there. 1-0 on the count. This one into the knees of Fike for ball 2. Sun shining. It's a beautiful day here in Bozeman. Inside pitch. Brings up ball 3, 3-0. Clouds breaking off the mountains to the north of us. Here's a whack into right field. And that one's going to get deep all the way to the warning track. They're going to bring around Krieger. He is on his way home. The throw to third, and the Senators add a run off the big triple by Nielsen. And now Graham will come out and check with his pitcher. With no outs. 3-1 Senators. As Graham checks in, we'll have more action coming up. After this game at 2:30, Great Falls and Helena, as Cy Miller comes to the plate. Swung on for strike 1 to Miller. Miller with a ground out, his first at bat. Caden Kragel in the on-deck circle. This one's going to be fouled into the netting. Takes us very quickly to 0-2 on the count. Didn't get a chance to walk the field. Usually before games, I like to walk the field to see as we get a foul ball. Walk the infield a little bit of the outfield, just to see how conditions are after as much moisture as we had. But the Bozeman Bucks were working diligently to put product down. Here's a high pitch to bring us ball 1. And so I kind of stayed clear of the field. Foul ball. Keeps Miller alive. Inside pitch takes us even, 2 apiece. And we get a full count at 3-2 now. Runner at third, no outs. 2 runs earned here in the bottom of the third for the Senators. Here's a bouncer down the first base line. Not able to get to it is Lambeth, and the runner will score from third. And the Senators extend their lead 4-1. They're going to call that one a hit.
Number 8, Caden Kragel.
We come to Caden Kragel now. Here's a smack into center field, and Brandhorst doesn't even have to move. Pop fly will be out number 1.
Number 6, Caden Sell.
We come to Caden Sell now. Here's a bouncer to the second baseman. Just getting out of the way is the runner. Tag at second on the fielder's choice, and that's 2 away.
Number 10, Tyler Tenney.
Brings us to Tyler Tenney now with 2 outs. The runner at first. And this one's punched into the gap. Getting on his bike and riding out there is Knutson, and that's the side. 3 earned, 1 left behind, and the Senators lead 4-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
3 runs, 3 hits.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. There is a new pitcher on the mound. Just trying to get an eyeball on the number, and I believe that's number 19. Victor Scott. That has come into the game to take over for Burke. Gonna check with the press box real quick to make sure my eyes aren't playing tricks on me. And confirmation from the press box tells us that Scott has entered the game for the Senators. He'll face number 19, Elaine Neal. So top of 4. And Scott will come inside for ball 1. So let's take a look at Burke's stats, as a high pitch will bring us to ball 2. Eamon Burke, 3 innings, 46 pitches, 1 run earned, 2 strikeouts and a walk, as we'll get strike pitch there. Even on the count. And we'll get strike 2 now. 1 and 2. Reached for, bounced foul. So Lane Neal ground out his first at bat. Here's Scott with a stretch and set. More action in the Senators bullpen as he will strike out the batter swinging for the first out.
Number 28, Mason Jacobson.
Mason Jacobson now at the plate. And the first pitch comes over the plate for strike one. Victor Scott. No action in the Bandit bullpen. Catches the inside of the plate for strike two. Jacobson not agreeing, shakes his head as he walks away from the plate. Up across the chin for ball one. The stretch and set. We even out at 2 apiece now. Can't see the number down in the bullpen for the Senators. Oh my. As we get ball three, they are taking Gavin out and no pressure on his, they're carrying him out of the stadium. So I hope that young man is all right. Maybe stepped funny on that bag out there at first. Here's one off the grips, foul into the bullpen down the third base line. Full count at 3-2. Hope that young man is okay. Hate to see that. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be punched foul and out of play as it's going to come down just behind the stands to keep us at 3-2.
A reminder, when you retrieve a foul ball, please run it over to the concession stand on the third base side. It's behind the home dugout. There's a box there. We'll sanitize those balls before putting them back in play.
Here's the 3-2. This one down the third base line as Coach Graham has to jump out of the way. And Jacobson will battle Keaton Carter in the on-deck circle for the Bandits. Next game at 2:30 is Helena and Great Falls. And a pitch on the plate. We'll have the batter looking for out number 2, back-to-back strikeouts for Scott.
Number 4, Keaton Carter.
Brings us to the second baseman, Keaton Carter. 2 down, base is clear. And he'll swing at this one. It gets past Tenney, and there's a runner loaded up at first for the Bandits with 2 away.
Number 40.
Brings us to Wyatt Lambeth. Scott with the stretch and set. This one's high into center field. Kynes is there, finds it in the sun, and that is the side. So 1 loaded up, left behind, and we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Senators holding on 4-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have the bottom of the fourth inning, the Helena Senators leading the Belgrade Bandits 4-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and leading off for the Senators, it's Peyton Witham. So 8-9 batters scheduled on the inning for the Senators. Cooper Van Luchen holds on the mound. 48 pitches, 29 of them have been called strike, as this one is a strike to start the inning off. Pitch over the plate brings up strike two, so he's continuing to maintain control on his pitch. Senators do have action in their bullpen. The Bandits is quiet and empty, as this one's punched high and deep into center field, and Brandhorst will have the pop fly. One away. Takes us to the bottom of the order to Matt Burton. Burton will see ball on his first pitch. That one catches the plate for Van Luchen, evens the count out at 1 apiece. Strike two, as Burton will watch the pitch go by. 1-2 on the count. Outside, evens us out at 2 apiece. Bouncer to the shortstop. Neal backs up, throw to first is there, and that'll be an out on the ground out. 6-3.
The top of the order at number 11, Ethan
on the out.
Kientz.
Brings us to the top of the order, Ethan Kientz. Reached off an error his last at-bat, singled his first. Responsible for 2 runs, as he's going to put this one deep into left field, and it's tracked down at the warning track. Kientz at second, he'll slam on the brakes as he'll double. And with 2 outs, the Senators go to work.
Matt Krieger.
Matt Krieger now at the plate. 2 out. Runner at second. And Bandits did have, as this one's going to come off sideways off the bat, foul for strike 1. The Bandits did have action in their bullpen. Didn't see the number on the young man that was out there warming up. They've got the light pole. You can see both bullpens as the Senators' young man is up throwing again, but they have a light pole that's just in the way where you can't see what's going on, and this will be a pass ball for strike 2. And Kientz will advance off the pass ball. So a threat at third with 2 strikes, 2 outs. Senators earned a run in the first and 3 in the bottom of the third. Ball 1. 1-2 on the count. And a tag into the side will load the batter up at first. So runners on the corners after the HBP.
Number 12, Chase Nielsen.
Brings up Chase Nielsen, who had a triple his last at bat. Two outs, runners on the corners, bottom of 4 on 7 innings. Throw back to first. Wyatt Lambeth in. For the Gavin Waters, who was taken out. With the help of his parents. No pressure on his foot. Hope that young man is okay. Worked so hard to get ready to play, and then second game. Great Falls Chargers are here. They have the next game. They're in the, as this one comes in as a ball. 2-0. As they are warming up in the batting cages. Here's a bouncer down the third base line. The throw to first is made and on target. That's the side. 2 left behind, no runs earned, and we go to the top of the 5th. 4-1 Senators. Back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City!
Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close. Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 5th. Senators leading the Bandits 4-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Game 1 on the day, 4 scheduled. The Senators and the Great Falls Chargers will play in the next game at 2:30. And then it's the Bandits and the Senators at 5, and the Mavericks and the Bucks will play the nightcap at 7:30. Leading off the inning for the Bandits is the right fielder, Strand Knutson. Bottom of the order, the 8-9 batters scheduled up. And the Bandits will put action back in the bullpen. Here's a swing for strike 1 by Knutson. He was walked his first at bat. A swing. Umpire Mackey says foul, but regardless, it's strike 2. 0-2. High pitch brings ball 1. So Victor Scott coming in the last inning. He's got 20 pitches. 14 of them have been called strike, as this one is swung on, and he'll have his 3rd strikeout since coming in.
Number 6, Cooper Van Lucian.
Cooper Van Lucian is going to now hit for Waters. So I imagine we'll have a pitching change here. Outside for ball 1. Swung on for strike 1. Even count at 1 for Van Luchen. Scott delivers outside for a ball 2, 2-1. Great place for a ballpark here in Bozeman. It's actually at the County Fairgrounds. This one's going to bounce high out to second. Krieger will have it. The throw to first is there. And they say safe as Nielsen took his foot off the bag. Discussion being held on whether that's a hit. And they're going to call that an error.
Number 12, Cole Thomas.
Throw back to first. Ball 1. Here's Scott now with the stretch and set. This one's outside. And the batter advancing, or the runner, Van Luchen, advancing to second. Two-0 on the count. Here's Scott with the stretch and set. And we'll get ball 3. 3-0. 1 out, 1 on. Pitcher working in the bullpen for the Bandits. I think a 3. It's kind of tough to see down the line there. This one catches the edge of the plate for strike 1. 3-1 on the count. I want to say 34. Russell, can't see it on the scorecard on the last name. And that's a walk to put runners at first and second now as Isaiah Brandhorst comes. And here comes the pitching coach for the Senators out. Have to get back to dissecting coach's scribble. Scorecards are always tough to make out what they are. So we just kind of have to interpret. I don't have my interpreter, Paul Yarbrough, who is the golden voice of the Mavericks, to help me interpret. As Senators coach makes his way back to the dugout. Action in both bullpens. Fike in the on-deck circle. Cash Fike, the catcher for the Bandits. Here's Scott with the stretch and set with the first pitch to Brandhorst, and he'll bring it over the plate for strike 1. Brandhorst struck out his first at-bat and hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. In front of the plate for ball 1, 1-1 on the count. Looks like the Bandits are done with their warming up their pitcher. Here's a foul ball down the third base line, and we go 1-2. The tinging you hear in the background, that's the Great Falls Chargers in the batting cages getting ready for their game here at 2:30. Bandits trying to get back into it. They've got one out. Runners at first and second. Thomas at first. Van Luchen at second. And we'll go 2-2 now on the outside pitch. Bandits will be back at 5:30 or at 5 o'clock to take on the Great Falls Chargers. Reaching for it, popped high over first into right field, and the glove is there for Cy Miller. And that's 2 away. Runners stay at first and second. Brings up the catcher, number 29, Cash Fike.
Number 29, Cash Fike.
0-2 on the count. Pitch over the plate by Scott brings up strike one. Van Luchen at second, Thomas at first. Over the plate as McKay barks strike. Lance McKay behind the plate. Joe Vassarella in the field. They've got dibs on the next game as well. We'll see them switch spots. That one's off the chest plate. Not able to find it is Craigle, and now he does. And runners advance off the pass ball. Ball one. One and two. Inside pitch takes us 2-2 on the count. Smacked into left field. Backing up is Burton. Back to the warning track. And he does not have it in the glove. One run comes in. Two come in. As the runner rounds third, here's the throw to second. They've got him in a pickle. And the ball gets away. And it's a game now, 4-3. Senators.
Number 19, Lane Neal.
With two outs, we get the shortstop, Lane Neal, for the Bandits. Inside for ball one for Scott. So Scott at 41 pitches, 24 have been called strike. Here's a roller, gets past the third baseman into left field, and that's runners on the corners for the Bandits. Takes us to Mason Jacobson, the third baseman now, batting in the number 5 spot. Throw back to first. Here's Scott with the stretch and set. Still action in the Senators bullpen, as we'll have ball one here. Pitch over the plate makes us even at 1 apiece. More action tomorrow as we'll start earlier. We have 11 o'clock for first pitch. Mavericks and Bandits. Then the Mavericks and the Chargers will play at 1:30. Bozeman and Great Falls at 4, and Bozeman and Helena at 6:30. There's a pitch over the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. 2 runs earned so far here in the top of the 5th. Just off the plate makes us even at 2 apiece. Swung on, and the inning is over. 2 earned, 2 left behind, and it's 4-3 Senators. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPS and Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Bozeman, Montana, as the Helena Senators and the Belgrade Bandits on the diamond now. We'll have Game 2 coming up at 2:30. That'll be the Helena Senators and the Great Falls Chargers. Right now, the Senators lead 4-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. A new name on the bump, Wyatt Russell, will come in for Cooper Van Luchen, and Van Luchen will move to first base. So let's take a look at Van Luchen. 4 innings pitched, 64 pitches, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, no strikeouts, 6 hits, and no walks. Leading off the inning for the Senators is the right fielder, Cy Miller. So 4, 5, 6 batters on the schedule. For the Senators here as Russell warms up. Bottom of 5 in 7 for 7 innings scheduled. No inning will start after 2 1/4 hours unless there is a tie. Adjustments on the field. Senators continue. It looks like Kynes is up in the bullpen. The only reason why I say that, I can't see the number, but I recognize the hair. And those of you that are Senators fans know exactly what I'm talking about. So Cy Miller steps to the plate. Here's the first pitch. by Russell, and he'll be off the plate for ball one. Want to thank all of you Montanans out there for doing your part during our shelter in place as this one hits the plate for strike one. If it wasn't for everyone doing their part in Montana in the shelter in place, these young men would not be able to be out here playing baseball. So it is with much gratitude and thanks as Miller will slide out of the way for ball two. Thank you for doing your part during the shelter in place so these young men could play. Here's Russell, and we'll get ball three, 3-1. Swung on, we get a full count. At 3-2, Cy Miller, ground out and a single his first two at-bats. And he'll earn himself a walk. So we come to Caden Craigle, the catcher.
Caden Craigle.
Pretty sure that is Kynes out there in the bullpen down the first base line just because of the hair. I can't see the number. Too far away for these old eyes. And unprepared. The only thing I forgot coming over here was my binoculars. So have to put that on the checklist as well. Actually, those go right into the bag, I should say. Back to first. We'll get a ball pitch here to make it 2-0 to Craigle. Craigle hit by a pitch his first at bat and then had a fly out in his last. This one's hit straight up in the air. Neal comes in and puts it in the glove, and that's one away. Time is called
Take this opportunity to
as
remind you that there's
Fight
hand
comes in to
sanitizer
check in with
station
Russell.
at the concession stand, and as you enter the park, please use liberally and return foul balls to the box on the concession stand. Now batting number 6, Caden Sell.
So Caden Sell will step to the plate for the Senators with 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Outside pitch by Russell. Brings up ball 1. Senators earn their runs, 1 in the first, 3 in the third. So if we go by pattern, there's a possibility that they will earn runs here in the 5th as they have earned every other inning. Ball pitch takes us 2-0. That's just the way the pattern looks. It's not to say that's what's actually going to happen, but boy, howdy, would it be cool if I called it. Here's an outside pitch for ball 3, so 3-0. Russell coming in, 12 pitches. 3 of them have been called strike. Here's one that finds the plate for strike 1, 3-1 on the count. Go back to first, and Miller will get back there just in time. That pinging you hear in the background, that would be as this one's fouled back to give us a full count. The Great Falls Chargers, who have the next game at 2:30 with the Senators. The stretch and set by Russell. And this one will be bounced out to the second baseman. The throw or down the line and not in time. No, the double play is turned. It's a 4-6-3, and that is the inning. We'll be back with the top of the sixth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry. Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in the top of the sixth inning here at Heroes Field in Bozeman. The Helena Senators leading the Bozeman Bucks, the Belgrade Bandits 4-3, and we do have some changes on the field as Kyntz is now on the mound, and I'm trying to read who is in center field, and I will check in with the press box momentarily to see, because I cannot, it's a single digit. I want to say that's Caden Sell.
Now pitching for the Senators, number 11, Ethan Kyntz, and leading off the Belgrade sixth, number 4, Keaton Carter.
We are going to say that is Caden Sell, so he's done at the DH spot in center field. Keaton Carter will lead things off for the Bandits, and this one's going to be swung on, picked up by the second baseman there, and in time. Great job by Krieger to make the play, and that's one away. And that's what you want to see. One pitch, one out.
Number 34, Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell now at the plate. As the first pitch to Russell will be over the plate for strike one. Kyntz with the pitch. Swung on, foul. Brings up strike two. So looking at pitching for Victor Scott, 2 innings, 47 pitches, 28 of them called strike, 2 runs, but neither one of them earned as this one's going to be foul down the line. 4 strikeouts and 3 hits, 1 walk. And they did call that a hit.
Heads up play by Nielsen. Brings to the plate number 42, Strand Knutson.
We come to Strand Knutson now with 2 away. He'll take the first pitch for strike one. Swung on for strike two. Oh, 0-2. Bandits trying to get back into this one. And it's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Bandits. Bottom of 6 right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPS and Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. It is the bottom of the 6th inning where the Helena Senators lead the Belgrade Bandits 4-3. This Bandit squad is very impressive. They played well against the Bucks on Friday night and then came back out here against a talented Senators team. As we get set to go, bottom of the order for the Senators, 7, 8, 9 batters. Tyler Tenney to lead things off here on the inning. Great Falls Chargers
Off the bottom of the 6th.
in the batting cages getting ready for their game at 2:30 against these Senators. Wyatt Russell remains on the bump. Inside pitch moves Tenney off the plate for ball 1. Swung on. Russell's getting the best of Tenney on that one as it was a high pitch. 1-1. Leadoff man. Coming back inside, brings up ball 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball. Evens us out at 2 apiece. Russell waits for the pitch, and now he gets it. This one's going to be down the line, but out of play. Keeping Tenney alive. He's 0 for 2 as Tenney. Ground out his first at-bat and a fly out. Here's the pitch. Off the toe of the batter. And we've got a new young man, Forrest Suero.
Now batting for the Senators, number 22, Forrest Suero.
Suero coming in to bat. Wednesday night was fun in Helena. First game of the year. And got to see everybody as the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Both teams putting everybody on the field, whether it was at the plate or on the bump or in the field. Everybody got to play on Wednesday night with Helena and Missoula. The Senators will be hosting the Mavericks again this Wednesday. MPSN will have the coverage. Jay Scott, the voice of Senators baseball, will have the play-by-play. I'll be there with my equipment and doing production, but we'll let Jay Scott be the voice. He does such a great job. for Helena Sports as we go 3-0 on the count now. He's a legend. I always like when Jay Scott is around, I pick his brain. And a walk will put runners at first and second now, as Matt Burton comes to the plate. Always has some great stories. Here's Johnny Graham as he comes out to check on Russell for a mound meeting. But Jay Scott's got more experience, and he's probably forgotten more about baseball than I will ever know. Always fun to be around. He laughs at me sometimes because I'm always like, Jay, tell us a story. Come on, Jay, tell us a story. He's always got some great stories, too. Those of you that are Senators fans probably and heard a few of his stories a time or two.
Remind you that up next today is Great Falls and Helena at around 2:30.
But he's a good man. One of the first play-by-play guys I met doing this. Of course, Pete Denault was my and Grizzly Bill Schwanke, both my teachers, my mentors. Bunt showing. Strike one. But Jay has always been a good friend and helpful. Can always call on him when I have a situation I need some advice on. Runners at first and second, no outs. Bottom of 6. Bunt showing. Outside pitch brings up an even count at 1 apiece. But the Mavericks will be back in Helena on Wednesday night for you Senator fans. It was a lot of fun on last Wednesday. You guys had a great crowd. It was so awesome to hear the cheering and everything that goes on down below us there at Kendrick Field. Another fun place. I love bunt, and this one will hop in front of the plate, down the line to third on the fielder's choice, and they'll get the leadoff man on the bunt.
Now batting, number 11, Ethan Kites.
So we come to Ethan Kites now. For the Senators, top of the order with 2 on and 1 out. Throw to second. Kites will push this one high into right field, short. Knutson calls everybody off, puts it in the glove, and that's 2 away.
Number 2, Matt Krieger.
We come to Matt Krieger now, the second baseman with 2 outs. Runners at first and second, Burton at first and Suero at second. And a foul ball on the first pitch will bring up strike 1. Chargers and Senators coming up at 2:30. We're in the bottom of the 6th. With tournament play, all games are 7 innings. No more than 2 1/4 hours, unless there is a tie. This one's off the knees. Runners advance to second and third now. Here's Russell. Upstairs. Gives us ball 2. 2-1. This one's going to be short And in the glove of Brandhorst. That is the side. 2 left behind. Bandits looking to earn 1, possibly 2 in the top of the 7th to stretch this out. We'll be back with the top of the 7th inning right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Bastrop Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN as we get set for the top of the 7th inning. Helena Senators leading the Belgrade Bandits 4-3. It's all or nothing for the Bandits here in the top of the 7th. Leading off will be Cooper Van Luchen for the Bandits. Ethan Kientz standing on the bump for the Senators. Forasuero now at third. First pitch will be swung on foul for strike 1. Kientz would have the Bandits go 1-2-3 as this one's low and inside for ball 1, 1-1 on the count. Kientz coming in the top of the 6th. This one's going to be beat out to the shortstop. Here's the throw to first. It's there. Sure-footed is Nielsen, and that's 1 away.
Number 12, Cole Thomas.
Cole Thomas, top of the order. He's going to foul this one off to start things off for strike 1. Bozeman Bucks sanitizing things as the game goes. I think it's every other inning I've seen them sanitize as this one's outside for ball 1, 1-1 on the count. But they're staying on top of it, doing a good job. Swung on for strike 2, 1-2 on the count. Safety first, as we always say, and the Bozeman Bucks doing a great job of making sure everybody's taken care of and safe here at the ballpark. Swung on. Here's a bouncer back out to Tenney. He'll have the throw to first, and that's going to be a throwing error on Tenney to allow the runner to advance. So we go to Isaiah Brandhorst, and he'll take a look at the first pitch for ball 1. One out, one on. Top of 7. All or nothing for the Bandits here. Swung on for strike 1. For Brandhorst. Struck out his first at bat, hit by a pitch, and then a fly out on his day. This one's pushed high over third. Suero says he's got it, looking for it, and neither he or Craigle can find it. Foul ball will bring up strike two. With the sun out, it's tough to see that little white ball high in the air. That one was pushed real hard into the air. Cash Fike in the on-deck circle for the Bandits. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's a strikeout for the second out.
Number 29.
And it comes down to Cash Fike to keep this game alive for the Bandits. Kynes delivers over the plate for strike one. This one's hit into a hole into right field, and the Bandits will have runners at first and second. With two outs.
Number 19, Lane Neal.
Brings us to Lane Neal, the shortstop. Kynes off the plate for ball one. Lane Neal looking to be the hero with the tying run at second. He's going to hit this one right into right field. They'll bring around Thomas. And a run is earned to tie it at 4. Brings us to Mason Jacobson.
Number 28, Mason Jacobson.
High pitch for ball one. So a tie game, we'll look to see the bottom of the 7th now. A threat at third, as this one's called strike. Kynes with the stretch and set. High for ball two, 2-1. On the plate for strike two, 2-2. Bandits fans not happy with the call. Helena Senator fans clapping. Swung on. This one's going to be short and in the glove. Great job by Cy Miller to ride that one out. The side is retired. 2 left on, 1 earned, and we're tied at 4. Bottom of 7 coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Bottom of the 7th. here at Heroes Field. Bandits tie it up in the top of the 7th to make it 4 apiece. Wyatt Russell comes back out onto the bump for the for the Bandits. Senators did have a young man in the bullpen. He's done throwing now. For the Senators, it's a 3-4-5 batters. Nielsen, Miller, and Kriegel due up.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for Helena, number 12, Chase Nielsen.
The first baseman steps in. And here's Russell with his first pitch of the inning. On the plate for strike 1. Now the way the tournament rules work is no game will go over 2¼ hours unless there is a tie. Next game scheduled for 2:30. We're at 1:56 as we even the count out at 1 apiece. Unofficial game time is 1:56 so far, as this one's fouled. Direct shot into the first base dugout, and Senators players dive out of the way. Cy Miller in the on deck. Had our first home run of the season here at Heroes Field on Friday night. This one's going to roll up the middle. Shortstop is there. Neal with the throw, and Van Luchen holds down the bag for the first out. Brings up Cy Miller now for the Senators. One for 2 as Miller ground out a single and was walked his last at bat. He'll take a slice and bring up strike 1 on the first pitch. Swung on, and that's off the bat into the glove of Van Luchen for 2 away. That one came off the bat on a string into the glove of Van Luchen. Brings up Caden Kriegel. He's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Check swing will go foul. And a parent out there with the glove has it in, but it's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike 2. 0 for 2. High pitch brings in ball 1, 1-2. And that's a strikeout to end the side. We get the top of the 8th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Round Carlino Investment Planning Group of D.A. Davison & Company is a proud supporter of Loyola Sacred Heart Athletics. D.A. Davison & Company is your hometown investment team. As certified financial planners, Ray Round and Sidney Carlino create smart strategy of wealth planning and investment management. Take advantage of the largest full-service investment firm in the Northwest and Ray and Sidney's experience. Call 543-8244 today. D.A. Davison & Company, member SIPC, the strength of advice.
Welcome back to MPS and Chris Stratton at Heroes Park in Bozeman, Montana. The sun is out. The clouds have burned off, and you can see the mountains across the way. This is a great place for baseball. Right along the highway, you've got the mountains to the north of us.
Start time today was 12:09.
Beautiful day for baseball. We've got Great Falls Chargers and the Helena Senators coming up after this.
We'll play the 8th inning and leading off for Belgrade.
When we get back to baseball, Ethan Kynes on the bump for the Senators. Keaton Carter will lead the inning off. So 6, 7, 8 batters on schedule for the Bandits here in the 8th. And this one's hit foul. It should be out of play for Nielsen, and it's just over the fence. The same parent that caught the last foul ball, not able to catch up with this one. Thought he was going to lay out and dive for it, but not this time. Inside pitch brings up ball 1. For Kynes, he's got 29 pitches, 22 of them have been called strike. A bouncer picked up by the second baseman, Krager. And that's one away.
Number 34, Wyatt Russell.
We get Wyatt Russell now, the pitcher. He grounded out his first at bat. One away, nobody on. Top of 8. Outside for ball 1. This one will bounce right over the head of Kynes. Picked up. No, not able to field it is Krieger, and the runner will advance off the air.
Number 42, Strand Knutson.
We come to Strand Knutson now. 1 on, 1 out, top of 8. Swung on for strike 1. And we're going to back that off. They redid it on the scoreboard, and they are going to call it a hit. Knutson facing 0-2. Throw to second is there, and they've got the out as well as the strikeout, and that ends the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
Bastrop Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash, only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Bozeman. It's the Missoula Mavericks AA Memorial Day weekend tournament. AA playing in Bozeman, the A in Florence at the Bitterroot Bucks facility. And our first game of the day is tied. We've got bonus baseball here as it's the bottom of the 8th inning. And we have a new batter at the plate.
Now batting for the Senators, number 1,
Tristan Mooney. Six, 7, 8 batters scheduled, as this one's going to be across the chest for ball 1. Wyatt Russell, as this one's launched into right field. It is fair all the way to the wall. Picked up at the warning track. As Aguirre is grabbed, no, he slams on the brakes and comes back to second. And Mooney will come in and double for the Senators, as the Senator fans are up.
Mooney's double brings to the plate number 10, Tyler Tenney.
Tyler Tenney now for the Senators. 1 on, nobody out. And Fike will step in front of the plate to signal the field on the out. Forrest Suero in the on-deck circle for the Senators. Here's Russell. Showing bunt. And it'll bring up strike 1. For Russell, 46 pitches, 24 of them have been called strike. Bunt showing, this one down the third base line. It's a good bunt. The throw to first is on time, but the sac bunt will advance Mooney to third, and we have 1 away.
Number 22, Forrest Suero.
So we get Forrest Suero now with 1 out and the winning run at third. Suero was walked his first at bat. He'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Stretch and set by Russell. And Suero patient to take ball 1. 1-1 on the count. 1 out. Tristan Mooney at third. Winning run. 90 feet away. Swung on, and this one's going to find the hole. Runner will come home, and that is game, folks. And the Helena Senators will get the win 5-4. We've got the next game coming up in 20 minutes, folks. Grab some water, pop some popcorn, and come back for Legion Baseball. We'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports. MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness. Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.